It's finally here! Insert a fan for Bonnie. Maybe I'll do it in post. Who knows? There we go. There's an extra fan. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. It's fine.
I didn't know this was happening today.
You didn't know this cuckoo was happening today. We forgot to tell you. It's fine. It happens. It's like the one thing I always forget to tell queens, and I'm like, I should remind queens that we usually do a fan thing at the start. It's whatever.
I'm fully on the electric fan buzz now, so it would be a bit anticlimactic if I was waving that in front of the camera.
We've had it happen before, so honestly, it works. But hi, everyone. We made it. We all collectively made it. It is here. It is happening. And welcome to the CUP, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay, and I am currently not sponsored, drinking a Ghost energy drink, raspberry cream flavor. It is the best one. Fight with the wall, or your mom, or your neighbor, whoever you want to. You're not going to make me change my mind whatsoever. It is the best. And also on hand, as always, I've got my CUP mug, which you can get yours at Lana G Creations. I'm sorry, Bonnie, you're also left out of this. I feel bad now. This is 2 in a row. That works. Pretend I'm gonna. I'll maybe, if I have time, edit in a CUP mug in post. You can get yours at lanagcreations.etsy.com. Link is in the description below, and that lovely QR code up in the top right corner. Make sure to go check yours out. And as I'm saying this, my ADHD brain has been so all over the place today that I forgot I need to send Maya Fox from Canada's Drag Race Season 6 the link to go get a CUP mug. So I'm going to go do that right
now. Earring drop, period.
Earring drop, period.
I am Brandon, your professional fangirl of concert drag and video games. I am drinking some chamomile mint tea because, again, it is cold where I am. I need it. And then also, as usual, water out of my Godiva mug.
And I'm RuPert, and I have no entrance line. And the neurospiciness is being very neurospicy today. So I've got regular Coke, iced peach tea, and I also have water as well. And I'm very excited because we have one of my biases today, and we're also talking about another one of my biases.
Because, oh my goodness, who do we have on the pod today but the one and only, the icon, the legend, Bonnie Ann Clyde!
Hello, gorgeous. It's BAC, and I'm currently drinking a glass of water because it's 2 a.m. Well, it's after 2 a.m. in the UK, and I do need to go to bed after this, so I don't want to be too caffeinated, but I still want to be spitting all the tea with you guys today.
Oh, we're so happy to have you here, Bonnie. Thank you for
having me.
Thank you for joining at 2 a.m.
I'm a night owl. I'm not going to sleep anyway. I've got nothing to wake up for in the morning.
Well,
fair.
No, you're not the only one that's done very night owl podcasts with us. Speaking of this season, when we had Gawdland on the podcast, I think it was like 1 or 2 a.m. when we had her on, because she was just like, yeah, I can do whatever time. It's fine. Like,
I feel like she's the kind of person that doesn't sleep anyway, so it's fine.
No, not really. No.
She gave us energy.
She gave us like the widest range of availability, and we were like, okay, girl, go off, I guess. Like, sure. Okay. Like, we will talk plenty about Gawdland in this episode. I'm quite excited to do so. But yes, we are here for the premiere of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the World Season 3. And what a premiere it was. Some fabulous queens, fabulous performances at the RuRuvision Song Contest. Yet another international iteration of Eurovision coming down the pipeline. And as a Eurovision gay, kind of still sort of ish.
Ooh.
Ish. Emphasis on
as a fan of Eurovision prior to 2025, I'm quite happy about this. Yeah, so quite delighted by this episode, and I'm excited to get into it with you all today. But before we get into it, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time giving you almost all things drag with fabulous extra special guests and everything in between. We also have our coverage of RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18 going simultaneously as well. So if you are not checking that out, make sure to go check that out as well. Check out everything we're doing across the CUP network. All of our links for that will be down in the description below. You can follow us on our socials at the CUP Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. And if you want to follow all of us, especially go follow, tip, support, and go just uplift Miss Bonnie Ann Clyde down here, because she is doing the best for us here. Go buy merch, go do all the things, etc., period. All the links to that will be in the description below. But Bonnie, before we get into the episode, how have things been since the whirlwind that was season 7 of Drag Race UK?
Well, it was a whirlwind, that's for sure. We ended our season at like a peculiar time, because it was like just before Christmas. So we had the whirlwind that was Drag Race UK Series 7. And then we've had a good bit of a lot of us have been having a lot of downtime, really, which has been nice. Like, I think over Christmas, I had like 3 weeks off where I didn't have any gigs. And then January is a quiet time in the UK for drag anyway. So we've been slowly but surely kind of inching our way back into gigs. And February's quite booked up. But for now, I'm just kind of like enjoying being Daddy Ann Clyde for a while, But other than that, it's been great. It's been nice. I'm glad that it's over. We had a lot of things to get through mentally and physically. But yeah, glad it happened. Glad it's over, and now we can just look forward to the future.
Loves it. Love it. Now, I mean, obviously, you know how much we loved you here on the CUP over the course of the season. Some of our favorite moments, some of our favorite looks. Even though one of us on this podcast, and it's none of us here, but I will call out Mike. Our collective favorite Snatch Game of the year, I will say, across the board, we did agree here. Collective favorite Snatch Game performance of the year. What has that reaction been like from the fan base, both in the UK and internationally? Like, how has that been for you?
It's been great. I think the word I've used in all my post-show interviews and all this to basically describe the experience, and particularly like the challenges I did really well in, was the whole experience was super validating, because it was like, you go into Drag Race and you want to do good, like you want to leave an impression, but I think everyone goes in wanting to do good at the challenges. So for me to do really well in certain ones, that was great. But then to kind of see the reaction be like, oh, that was like in the top 5 Snatch Games of all time. I'm like, fierce. That's great. So it kind of didn't get a crown, but I do have like one of the best Snatch Games ever behind me, which is daunting, because if I ever go back, I'm gonna have to live up to that again.
Right. It's like everyone's gonna be like, oh, well, she did chair, so
and now table's been done, so I can't do table.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Introducing
like,
bedside lamp.
Yeah.
Not bedside lamp.
I love lamp. I love lamp.
Love lamp. Yeah, no, I obviously we were just so happy to see the reaction for you during the season. And like we said, we were praising the entire cast throughout the whole season. It was such a phenomenal season that I will say, now that we've, gotten past the season a little bit, I don't think got the praise that it deserved.
Well, I think we suffered the season 7 curse, which is essentially at the time of the airing, people aren't very impressed for whatever reasons. We heard them all. We've seen the lists. But I think people will look back at our season and not necessarily. I don't think even watching it back, I don't think it's one of the best UK seasons. Even though when we left filming, we were like, this is so good. They're not ready for this season. It was all the challenges and all the things. We thought it was like the best thing since fucking sliced bread. And then we saw it and we were like, oh, okay. We're all there. I think people will look back at it and I think it'll be remembered for the cast that it had because like season 7 of US, the challenges were a bit funky. It was a bumpy road to get to the end, but a load of those girls came out being super popular and are now super well respected in the Drag Race universe. And obviously we're at a different point in time in Drag Race where we are, but I think it just goes to show we're gonna have a super successful cast after the fact.
I couldn't agree with you more. I certainly think it's gonna follow that trajectory. I still think I think it's gonna be a season that is remembered for the cast and for the lip syncs. Honestly, I do,
and the looks, and the looks.
We will say that was one of our.
It's a look season.
We were like the runways are super strong, and the runways are. I don't the lip sync,
but lip syncs. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna challenge you on that. Pearls, Bella, and Celexa. You and Katrin push the button. I really enjoy that lip sync. I really enjoy that lip sync. That's just because you're in it. I'm gonna tell you that. That's just because you're in it, Bonnie.
It would have been a lot better if they edited in all my good parts. I'll just say that.
Fair. Chai and Bones, Spectrum is one of my faves from the season. Don't Rain on My Parade, Taris and Sally. I had several of the UK lip syncs on my top of 2025 list. So like I quite enjoyed the season for lip syncing. I think I am actually in a minority opinion on that.
But I don't think the cast agree. I think we all watched that.
That's fair.
We were on a little trip to Leeds because it was Lex's birthday, and for whatever reason on the TV we popped it on. You know the way they do the ranking videos, and we put up the ranking video, and we were looking at it, we were all going, "That's not right. That's not right. That's in the right." But we were also very much like, I don't think any of us were like, even I think for us we love and the girls won't mind me saying, we really love the Tainted Love lip sync. We think that was just we really thought Spectrum was fierce at the time. Bones versus Chai. When we were there watching it, we were like, this is a great lip sync. And then watching it on TV, it didn't have the same impact. Even for us, when we were there, we were like, okay, that was fine. And then but in general, I don't think any of us are really impressed with our lip syncs this season. I think just bring Paige back and let her lip sync in like a top 2 scenario more, and then you'll see what season 7 has to offer. Give me something that's not mid tempo, and I'll be fine.
I'm never gonna say no to more Paige.
Let every queen go to the Page 3 school of dance.
Yes,
or the Page 3 school of lip syncing.
The Page 3 school of anything, and I'm good. I'm fine. I'm excited, but. Yes, let's get into this episode because it was, I will say right off the bat, I quite enjoyed this premiere. I thought the flow of it was really nice. I thought everyone seemingly had a moment to shine. I thought the pacing was really good. Overall, I don't know how y'all felt. I'm curious to find out. I thought the premiere was quite delightful. Is really the word I would use for it.
This is like one of the few instances where like this is going to set the tone for the entire season, in my opinion. And it did exactly that. And considering this cast is so wild to think about, because like when I saw you do the Meet the Queens, like you would not expect this cast to be like the cast that it is. And in my honest opinion, like we are in for a ride. I'm so excited.
I agree.
Very like you said, delightful. Like probably one of the best premieres already. So
certainly.
Yeah, this was a really good premiere. It was really lighthearted. We got to see pretty much at least one or two good moments from every single queen. And even if they didn't shine in the challenge, they still had shining moments out of drag through confessionals and other moments. And then also just with it being a non-elimination episode, it was just really good to see all of these queens just have like a good shining episode for everyone before it gets into all the chaos of what the eliminations are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a good setup. I think it was like a nice, clean intro. I don't think it was I don't think it's like drastically like one of the best premieres we've ever seen. Yeah. Just in terms of like storyline and stuff. But I think it did a great job of like setting us up for what we're going to see later on down the line. And I think it hinted at that there's a lot that could go wrong later on, which is great. I'm very excited for. But again, nowhere near Lucky Cow level of
right. I forgot about the Lucky Cow.
Or the brick.
I'm glad someone has.
Or the Brit Gala, where everyone brings stunning looks and you're judged on the 3 questions you get asked by Plain Jane. Sorry to bring up trauma, Bonnie.
It's okay. I talk about it all the time on my TikTok.
Boy. And this being I believe the first UK versus the World season where the premiere is a non-elimination episode. Which I will say I quite enjoyed.
Yes.
I think it actually would have altered the entire trajectory of both other seasons of UK versus the World had the premieres been non-elimination, which would have been interesting to see. But I quite enjoy it. I'm glad that all of these queens get at least 2 episodes to really show what they're made of here. I'm glad they made that change. A lot of the international franchises are making that change. I guess, UK7 in this case just so happened to make that change this year. Thank you, Lucky Cow. So, it's, I'm not mad at it. I'm glad that, if queens are going to pay exorbitant amounts of money for their runway packages, I'm glad at least we're getting a couple of episodes with them to show at least a few things that they prepared for the show. And speaking of things they prepared for the show, these entrance looks overall, I was quite impressed, I have to say. We will talk about both the entrance looks in full and the runway looks over on our Look Over Here episode, so make sure to check that out as well. But overall, what were some of our favorite entrance looks from this group? Because I know mine.
I know mine already.
There's one standout, and I feel like we're all just going to say the same person, because I feel like the universe cried out in joy when that screen went up and that outfit was seen. I feel, can we do like a countdown and can we all just say her name, because I feel like it's going to be the same, and I'm going to look so stupid if I'm wrong. But
I'm like really curious. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, do you want to do the countdown?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Fontana.
Oh.
What did Brandon say?
Fontana.
Okay, well,
three versus 1.
Okay, and that's fine, because I also love my dear baby Fontana. I'll be and I agree with you all. I had a different standout, and that's fine.
And then also, just for me.
Well, yeah, but.
Well, yes.
She always
we love a first-in queen to set the tone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
And then also just having a bag of ready salted crisps in her chicken handbag.
Honestly, work.
The crisp in the purse, like, was just.
Oh, of course. No, Fontana looked sickening. Like, but that is just Fontana for you. Like, that is just her.
And my favorite thing about the look is that it's almost a redo of her Sweden season 1 look, because it was another like pink. It was a corset in season 1 in her original season, but this is like a rhinestoned catsuit, but it's also pink with the blonde hair and the big wings. So there's another like great like reintroduction and also showing how much she's grown immediately as well.
It's almost like I wouldn't say Pokemon evolution. I would actually say like Digimon evolution
Yes.
of her Sweden season 1 entrance.
Fontanamon.
I loved it. Fontanamon. Oh my god, literally. No, I absolutely obsessed. No, my standout was the Only Naomi here, actually. I was absolutely obsessed with this gown she was in. Fit her like a glove. I love the helmet coming in, like branding right out the gate. I thought it was so smart. She just looked so good. And like, I know she's put in so much work since season 1 of Germany to like establish her brand and put in so much work on herself and her drag, and to see that manifest so immediately on this season right out the gate, I was like, yes, girl. Like, big fan already. So yeah, my 2 were Fontana and Naomi. So I'm glad I wasn't, completely off base here.
Yeah,
Also-
Naomi's entrance look, like the fact that it's the Tussie helmet, I was just like,
Tussie, yes, I love it. I love it.
And then Zahirah putting the helmet on as well was really cute. and then also Naomi having the best entrance line, like saying
Whoever
in German,
reads
if you're
this is dumb.
I read the subtitled and felt like a fucking idiot.
same,
yep.
same.
Even though I can understand what she's saying, it's like
Yeah.
I still read the subtitle.
And then when Kate
love
Butch
it.
said, I don't know German, but it's probably delightful.
It's probably fabulous. I love Kate and the way that her humor just plays into everyone and everything else is just, you can tell as well. There are some of these queens, and you could tell it immediately from like the entrances and the first couple confessionals, that there are some of the girls that are coming in with a lot more confidence from their original seasons. And it was really delightful to see. Kate was one of them right off the bat that I was like, she didn't need a whole lot more confidence from her original season, but she's got a little bit of that. The one person immediately throughout this entire episode that I was like, oh, she's way more confident now, was Sminty.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, Sminty, I'm so happy to see it. Like, she's got that little bit more confidence in herself. You can tell she's grown a lot since her first season. She's learned how unintentionally funny she is, because her confessionals right off the bat this episode, I was like, okay, ma'am, like making me laugh at every possible moment. I was laughing the whole time.
I feel like there's such a difference, like when you like having experienced it myself. When you're there the first time around, you are so hyper aware of like how you're trying to present yourself and how you might come across in confessionals and things like that. And I think it really hinders your experience a lot about and it affects obviously certain people more than others. But I can only imagine like going back into like an all-star scenario like that, or a versus the world scenario, like you just have nothing to lose really. So I can see how it gives them the opportunity to just be so much more confident and go in knowing that they're, regardless, as long as they are themselves, they're going to come across well. And I think for me, like if I knew that before going into my season, I would have been more like able to just really go balls to the wall. So it's nice to see a lot of the girls. There are a few of them I read nervous energy off of, and they're not too sure. And I think it's probably a mixture of like being in a new studio and being in front of RuPaul and English not being a first language. So there's a lot of different elements to it. But for the most part, you can see a lot of the confidence in a lot of the girls, which is good. I mean, it's essentially all stars. So you got to bring your best game.
Were you, on that note, Bonnie, were you surprised watching yourself back, especially like in confessionals, seeing a little bit of that energy in yourself when you watched back the actual edit of the show?
I saw myself, because it's so you hyperfixate on yourself in every single shot
of course,
when you're there, when you're watching it back. And the one thing I noticed about watching the series is you could, for me anyway, I could see episode 1 to say episode 5. the difference in my the presentation and confidence level was so drastic that I could see. I was like, okay, that's when I got comfortable in front of the cameras. That's when I felt like I could just go out and just do whatever I wanted to do. Because those first couple episodes when you're there, it's so daunting the whole time. You're like, what am I doing?
Yeah,
you're just very, very hyper aware of yourself, and it really does that. And I think that was the same for every single girl in my cast.
Totally.
So you could just see how nervous we all were about the whole thing, and
I feel like that's the case for almost everyone. Like, I feel like very few girls go in and it's immediately like, I feel like unless you're like Bianca Del Rio and have like balls of steel, like there's really few people that just go in and immediately are like, no, I'm good. Like, I can handle anything. And one of those people you were talking about that like had a little bit of those nerves, I love her dearly. I hope she can settle in. Serena Morena felt a little like, I think she's one of the people that like, I just want her to settle in a little bit. I think she's maybe the most out of her comfort zone here. And I absolutely adore her. So I hope she can settle in a little bit and acclimate to the new environment. Because I think she can really shine in this environment and in front of RuPaul. Like she's got really great humor that clearly, and we'll talk about it when we get to her talent, really resonates with RuPaul. So I hope she can settle and kind of focus in on that. But yes, Ru does come in
tap dancing.
Allegedly.
It did give me a very Christmas special with like Ru and Michelle doing the lip sync, and you're like,
I really don't know what any of you are talking about, because that was definitely Mother doing that, and she didn't do it. Y'all are just haters. That was RuPaul. She's very talented, and I love her so much. Was that good? Was that good? Okay. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was absolutely RuPaul. Of course, RuPaul performed so well. I loved it. Mama, I thought you were so good. No, I thought she was sickening. $10,000 via PayPal. Cool.
Yep, I'll take it in pounds as well. I don't mind.
Sure. Yeah, that's great. But we find out that the first challenge of the season is the RuRuvision Song Contest. Everyone is performing their own original track, representing their home country, and in 3 cases, the same home country. But it's fine. There's 3 UK girls, so it's, whatever. It's a glorified talent show, but through the lens of Eurovision, sure, whatever.
It's a talent show where you can't be as creative. You just have to do a song.
Sure. Okay. They got Loreen as the guest judge, and this is how they decided to do the talent show. I'm not mad. Loreen is Mother. I love her. I'm fine with it. Great.
I was very surprised that this was the format of the challenge, and I have behind the scenes tea as to why.
Ooh.
I won't say too much, but there was something said on the runway during our talent show, which was essentially that RuPaul does not want to see any more original songs as a talent. Like the whole coming in and just doing a song and being a bit like dancey is not enough for her anymore, and that's why certain people were placed where they were. So it's really surprising to me that we're seeing then the challenges come in with an original song that's dancey and is a bit Eurovision. I don't know, but that's why I was super surprised. But obviously they had this planned in advance because they shot the season directly after our season.
I was gonna say this was filmed right after.
We were in the hotel while the girls were arriving.
Yep. Yes. I was gonna say the filming schedule was around that time. So, but yes, the girls are coming into the workroom, settling into their stations, or running into them, or fighting for a spot. And meanwhile, Fontana is just basking in the whole situation, and I just love her. She's just like a kid in a candy store, and I just love her.
She thinks she's at the Drag Race Experience in Chicago. Like,
She really
it's
is.
the main stage. It's the workroom.
Literally, I'm like, I
Turn
love
down
her
calling.
so fiercely.
What's so
Literally,
funny
she's
too,
calling
'cause,
right
like-
now. Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
What's so funny too, because like she was like showing that like once she did her entrance. So I was just like, I saw that, I was like, oh wow, like everything's so big. I was like, well, yes. So
And she's quite small, so.
Mhm.
She's just a self-insert character. She's just a self-insert in a few of those moments for the audience, just being like, "Yeah, this is how pretty much any audience member would react if they were in the workroom."
100%. Yeah.
Also, just one of my favorite things from the entrances was like Mariah not knowing literally anyone at all, even though the fact that Melinda said in confessional that they had met. that just makes me-
Mariah meets hundreds of people a week. I'm not surprised.
And if I was Mariah, I would have blocked that memory out too.
Not too much on our friend Melinda Verga here. That's our
Oh,
mother here at the CUP.
I'm sorry.
And
I
our
love heated
father.
rivalry.
That's our mother and our father,
Mhm.
Bonnie. We have to respect.
Does that make me daddy?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take that.
Officially.
With gratitude.
Yes.
With gratitude.
With gratitude.
That was another highlight when everyone said that, like after Melinda came out, and she was the last one to be of the entrances, which I was
gonna
gagged about.
say, I do love that Melinda was last.
They knew what they were doing.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I was surprised because when I saw the Meet the Queens, like I thought, like with Series 7, because like I clocked it, the Meet the Queens in order was the exact order of the entrances for Series 7. I thought they would do the same thing for UK versus the World here, but they didn't.
Oh yeah, they changed it.
Yeah, it was slightly changed because Kate was first and Kate was first for the entrances, while Sminty was first in Meet the Queens. So that was an observation I kind of like clocked. I was like, wait a minute. So because I thought Fontana was going to be last. So
also them putting Sminty's entrance and then Minty's entrance as well, back to back.
Mhm.
Clocked it.
mhm.
Yep. But yes, the girls are getting into their stations. We have this really sweet moment with Fontana and Naomi asking about pronouns, which I thought was quite delightful. And Fontana basically saying, I'm non-binary. People have this assumption about me that I'm a trans woman. And like, that's really cool. But no, I'm non-binary. This is how I am. This is, how I am. And then Naomi going, yeah, I use he, him. And I'm just
I'm
like,
a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
Fuck, man. Fucking loved it. It was so
Naomi
good.
was basically like, I'm mask for mask, whatever.
That
No,
part.
but then Naomi said, I think it was Naomi saying, "Call me what," or it might have been Fontana like saying, "Call me whatever you want, just as long as you do."
That part,
Call me.
yeah. Pretty much, yeah. And I was like, that works for me. Love that. And then very quickly, almost immediately, Miss Mariah Balenciaga has learned from her mistakes from All Stars 5, and she is diving right into the alliance talk. And she knows exactly who to go to immediately. And she's going over to Miss Butch, and she's saying, well, there's red, white, and blue in your flag. And there's red, white, and blue in my flag. Now, here's, what's interesting is there's also red, white, and blue in the Filipino flag. So
That part.
I'm like, are we not aligning with Minty? Like,
There's red and white in the Canadian flag.
right, but there's no blue, so
There's blue in the Sweden flag.
but there's no red.
Or white.
But there's yellow, and there's yellow
is-
in the German flag, but there's also black.
There's
in the
red,
Georgia
but there's
flag.
no. Yeah.
But what if you were colorblind? Would you be allowed in any of these alliances?
No.
My question.
No, Mariah's game plan this season, color.
This is more confusing than the lucky cow. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Each week, the girl with the flag with the blue color will vote for the bottom queen with the white color in her flag. Now, if you happen to have a blue color in your flag, you're safe from elimination this week, but only if the girl with the yellow flag says you're okay to join her club.
And if you have green in your flag, you're safe.
I was safe a lot, thank you, yes.
And except for Serena Morena.
Oh, there's too many colors on that flag. Can't.
There's only 3.
It's too many.
If you're looking for the coat of arms as well, there's gold in there.
There's a lot going on in Los Mexicano. I don't know how to say it. Are we missing anyone?
And that's the twist that they're going to introduce next week.
Wouldn't be surprised.
And that's what you missed on Glee. Yes. So Mariah's trying to get an alliance with the UK girls, which, hey, not a bad idea, to be honest with you. But what's going to ruin that for Mariah is that Kate Butch is not up for alliances. And when she said that in her confessional, I'm just like, boo.
Well, you know, the vibe I get from a lot of these girls is that they're all extremely determined to prove themselves. Like in previous All Stars and Versus the World, there's a handful of people who are just there for a fun time and they're just there to show up and show out, and whatever happens. But I'm getting the vibe that because a lot of these girls, there's a lot of queens who placed 10th place or didn't get to show a lot on their original season. Or just about missed out on the crown. So it's I just get the vibe that everyone's going to be out for themselves. And they might say that they're going to be doing alliances, but I really think it's just the only way that you can survive this season, I feel like, is if you just do really, really well and stay out of the bottom.
I think so too. I think we're going to see this season be a little bit more cutthroat than we've seen past Versus the World of any franchise, to be honest with you. I think especially these queens saw a little bit of All Stars 10, I believe, before filming, maybe? Was that the timeline?
Ready. They weren't watching.
Well, okay. I'm just saying, if that had any influence on, maybe something.
They saw brackets 1 and 2 and they said, this is the best season of All Stars ever. And then they went to film and then they came back and they were, what happened? It's like waking up after the apocalypse.
Well, I don't know.
Well,
I do agree with that. I think it could be a little bit more of a cutthroat season. And I wouldn't mind that, to be honest with you. I enjoy cutthroat All Stars.
That's
why I was
as the first Versus the World, but we shall see.
That part.
That's why I was surprised it was non-elimination. I feel like I love a non-elimination for a regular season because it's the girls' first time and they've not got loads of money to invest or whatever, and you do want to give people a chance to see everything. I feel like the tone for All Stars should just be you're coming in and it's the best of the best, and you will go home if you slip up. I love an elimination, someone who genuinely just bye, see you later. But I'm happy for them.
Totally. So yes, all the UK girls are getting together and they're like, alliance. And I fundamentally believe none of them are going to keep this alliance. Maybe Sminty and Zahirah. Maybe.
But they're both Manchester queens, so that would make sense.
I was gonna say,
they're see each other in the wild after this.
I'm but they both know how much of a threat Kate Butch is. I'm sorry. I love Kate Butch. I respect Kate Butch. But if I'm a drag queen on UK Versus the World and I am competing against Kate Butch and Kate Butch ends up in the bottom and I have an opportunity to send Kate Butch home, I am sending Kate Butch home. She's too good. In the same situation that I have so much reverence for Mariah Balenciaga. But if I have an opportunity to send Mariah Balenciaga home, I'm sending Mariah Balenciaga home. Like,
But this is the thing. I have an all-star strategy, which I probably
yes.
won't ever get to. Maybe I'll get to use it.
I
my
hope we get to see you use it. But yes.
Going into all-stars, I feel like what you want to do is I still believe the concept of you want to be the best beating the best. I think that's the best way. The fans will enjoy that. If the people who deserve to get to the final get to the final, people will be happy with that. But I like the whole, like, you save someone who's probably going to win a challenge in the future on the off chance that you're in the bottom and they save you. Because if you're eliminating people who are like strong, then you've no leverage. Then you want to gather as much leverage as you can with people. So you say, if I save you, and I know you're probably going to win a challenge in the future, like Kate Butch, you want to save people who have different skills than you, essentially.
Agreed.
So if I was a fashion girl, I'd want to save Kate Butch in another challenge, so that she can save me in a comedy challenge, etc.
I agree completely. But yes, we go into the next day. Everybody's getting ready. Sminty does not want to get ready next to Kate, but she reluctantly does so. That was one of my favorite moments of this episode. You want to get ready next to me, girl? No, not really, but I'll do it anyway. I love Sminty. I loved her on season 4. But all of her just little quips are so funny. And I'm just like, okay, girl, like, I love where this comedy is coming from. I'm a big fan of it. Like, yes, thank you. Hello. And we get a very moving conversation here from Mariah about the state of drag, specifically in America, which is not great. We all know. We heard it from Mariah. I don't want to dwell on it too much because it makes me sad and depressed and emotional, but thank you, Mariah, for highlighting it. I'm happy that we have this conversation popping up episode 1, and we're having it highlighted throughout so many different countries. And I love the way that this season has been cast, because we've got 8 different franchises represented, but beyond that, we've got 9 different countries. I think 9 or 10 different countries represented throughout this season as well, and it feels so different from a lot of the other Versus the World seasons as far as representation goes. And it's really cool to see the way that this season has been cast. And I'm really happy that we got this conversation just to kind of kick off the season. Because it is, even though this was filmed last year, still just as relevant of a conversation now as it was then.
If not
even
more
so. If not more.
If not more.
Yeah, it's quite lovely. Quite great.
And then we cut to a really funny moment of Gawdland trying to do a British accent, which was very interesting.
My hair is
frazzled.
I'm claustrophobic, Darren.
Truly, I was like, are they just trying to do Gemma Collins? Like, is that the default? Like,
that's the standard.
Okay.
Yeah, you go into the dictionary and you do the audio button, and it's just Gemma Collins saying all the words.
My hair is frazzled. I'm like, okay, that's fine. Cool. Not mad at it. Not mad in the slightest. But
Gemma Collins.
Gemma Collins. And with that being said, I think it is time for us to go to the runway. I think it's time. I think we're ready. I think we can do it. I'm quite happy that Ru has taken over Charity's responsibility of taking over the rosebud dress.
Oh my god.
I have literally written down pink prolapse eleganza. Pink Pussy Club. I love it.
Vibe had it, and then Chara took it and held on to it for a minute. Thank you, Ru, for taking over the responsibility of the prolapse dress. Thank you.
No, originally Fiercelicious had it.
Oh my god, of course. Fierce had it, then Vibe took it, and then Chara held on to it for a while because of course she did. Now Ru's had it. So thank you, Ru, for accepting the responsibility. We appreciate you for it. Yes.
Michelle's also given a little bit of prolapse as well with those shoulders.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I'm
quite enjoying Michelle's look. Graham does look like he's about to go commentate the Eurovision final. And I'm not mad. I would like the suit. And then Loreen. Mother. I just, I love her.
How does she like wipe her arse after she's had a shite? That's what I want to know.
I really don't know.
She's got someone to do it for her. Let's
probably. The jury's out, and they voted for her. So
thank God.
I know.
Love her.
I know. Could you imagine if they didn't, and it was Cha 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 instead?
Yeah, I do like Cha Cha Cha, but I like Loreen more, and I love.
That would have been a hilarious song on this episode instead.
No.
I love the continuous of a 2-time winner. She's the second person ever to win the Eurovision twice.
Yep.
The first person was Irish. And I forget their name.
Why am I Johnny Logan?
Really? Yeah, Johnny Logan. Thank you.
I was gonna say because he shares the name with me. I was like, I should know that.
When I found out that Loreen was gonna be the extra special guest judge, like I gasped because, of course.
And so did every single queen when they found out.
Yep. I mean,
so did we when we found out. We were like, oh, these guest judges are a lot better than ours.
I was going to say as well, the one thing they did not mention whatsoever in this episode is the fact that this is now the second time Fontana has been judged by Loreen for a Eurovision challenge. And this is now also the second time that Fontana has lip-synced, or Fontana has now lip-synced both of Loreen's Eurovision winning songs in front of Loreen and has won both of the lip-syncs to both of Loreen's Eurovision winning songs in front of Loreen. And it is not mentioned at all.
And those are the only 2 Fontana lip syncs.
Those are the only 2 Fontana lip syncs so far.
They're the only 2 Loreen songs as well, so
I'm like,
yeah, they're the only 2 Loreen songs that we've had on Drag Race full stop.
No, in existence. She doesn't have any more songs.
Yes,
well,
she does, and they're
she's coming out with a new album in March, so
well, thank God, because I've just been listening to Euphoria and Tattoo on repeat. I want some new material.
Her discography is fierce, Bonnie. You need to check it out.
I saw her live in 2016 at the Pride in Dublin.
I'm gonna send you some recs because her discography is fierce. She's got some great like B-side, like really, really good material. But no, I love her. She is mother. She is my favorite Eurovision winner of all time. And I know that's not like the most unique take ever, but like she is just everything to me. And I also wish Statements was a Eurovision winning song, but that's a comment for another day. But no.
Also, one more thing before we move on. Bonnie, you might only get this reference, but Michelle does have a Maisie Adams style haircut today.
I don't know who that is.
And weirdly enough, I do. So fuck my drag, right?
We love Maisie Adams.
That's literally what her hair looks like.
But yes, let's talk about the RuRuvision Song Contest. I was mostly pissed that they, I guess, couldn't pay for the rights for the theme, or at least something similar to the theme, because I just wanted a little like dun, 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 dun. But no,
they did do that in the in season 2.
They
They
did.
definitely had something similar.
I was like, okay, I guess not, but whatever. And we start off with the strongest, right out the gate with Fontana. Bonnie, let's start with you. What do you think of Fontana?
I have notes for each of them, and I just wrote, love the fans, love the levels, very Eurovision, and the hair flips. Because what you find on Drag Race a lot of the times is it's such a short space of time you have to do a performance, and especially when you have an original track. But this one, when she was performing, it just felt like an actual full song. It was great. I loved it.
And she has since released I think the full track as well. Yep. So go stream it. Go give her all of your money, because she is an absolute delight. But yes, I agree completely. The first thing I said when watching it was, it's so Eurovision. And I actually don't know whether and this is something I'm speculating on. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm curious whether they were given the prompt of Eurovision song or not. I don't know. But if they weren't, I'm really curious about whether, why she kind of went the Eurovision route anyway, because it does sound so Eurovision. I love it because, hey, Eurovision fan, and have been for years prior to, the current goings on and everything like that. But I absolutely love this. I love Fontana. I knew how good of a performer she was going into this season, so I knew she was going to kill this challenge, and she absolutely did. She could walk into Melody Festival and right now and win. That's just how good this track is. She killed it. The visuals, the outfit, every single bit of this was so good. The hairography, the only thing, this is a nitpick, I wish she had a Sasha Colby ponytail. That is the one thing I think it would have and it's a small little thing, but it would have elevated the hairography just a touch. But the hairography was still absolutely phenomenal. I loved this.
I mean, it reminded me of the Sasha Colby hairography of it all. So
totally.
No, I kind of agree with that, but just nitpick, but it didn't matter to me because those hair flips, that. Just everything that Fontana did, just flawless. She knew exactly what she was doing here, and I was like, oh, that everyone else better be scared.
Love this performance from Fontana. One of the best of the night. And then just one thing that she did on Zahirah, which I also loved here, is just when she does the handstand and then does the little giggle or lip syncing upside down. It's just such a cute little thing that she does, and I always just adore it. Great performance. The fans really, really added to it, and she did them at a perfect time. Great performance. Very deserved top 2.
And then this little firecracker. Hello. I don't know England. I only know Gawdland. Bonnie, what do you think?
I said I love the look. I loved the interchanging from the song to the rapping. I thought that was really, really cute. The flare bit or whatever they called, the sparks at the end, was obviously the highlight. And then putting it in the face as well. It was very nervy, the whole performance. But she's just such a big ball of energy, and it's really what RuPaul enjoys. So she is made for Drag Race UK in that sense.
I couldn't agree with you more. She is just a firecracker, and it really showed. I'm so proud of her for this. I think it was the perfect way to introduce the world to Gawdland here. My number one thing I will say about this, and this is what I'm most proud of her for this performance was so clean. And you can tell that she has grown a lot from Thailand season 3. Her performances weren't not clean on season 3 of Thailand. I won't say they weren't. But there is a lot of growth in her dance and in her performance. Her stunts have also gotten a lot better. You can tell she's gotten a lot more performance experience since her first time on Drag Race. I was just watching her and just mesmerized the whole time. Everything, it was so fluid. I just loved watching the whole thing. She is going to be a force to be reckoned with on this season, and I'm quite delighted to see it. I'm just so happy for her.
Having Fontana and Gawdland be the first two, like, excuse me.
They fucked up. They fucked up the running order. They said, "Oh, the rest of you, sorry, y'all." Like,
like, just like the initial reaction I had with the sparkling gun, I was like, oh, like.
wow.
I was scared. Like, I was scared, but that was impressive. Like, I could not have even thought of myself, like, putting my mouth on that. Like, absolutely not. Like, literal firecracker. I'm like, I'm scared, but you pulled it off. Like, Gawdland. Yes.
All my points have been said already. Incredible performance. The fact that these two went back to back was also insane. And I'm just shocked that production allowed her to do that. Or she might not have even told production about shooting the gun in the face. But either way, work, Diva.
So was this fire, water, hula hoop, RuPert?
It was definitely fire. I didn't sense hula hoop or water, but it was incredible.
Sure, totally. Okay. So next up is Zahirah. Bonnie.
So I don't know how you guys feel about Secret CD sissies in the US, but we love Secret CD sissies in the UK.
Okay.
And it's a phenomenon that has like just taken the nation by storm. And the fact that she did this on the Drag Race main stage is very, very. I wrote down what the fuck. I love Zahirah so much, and I don't know. I need to listen to it again, and I need to confirm this, but I think it might have been Bailey J. Mills' voice on the track.
Oh, shut up! Really?
Because this is a Bailey J. Mills reference. She's kind of the one who popularized it, and I just thought it was really, really funny. I do wish she'd moved around a little bit more, but I don't think it really, like, it was probably the most stagnant of all the. But actually, it wasn't the most stagnant. I'll get on to who is the most stagnant out of all the performers, but yeah. I think she looked great. I think it was entertaining. It was funny. It was up Ru's alley. Yeah, I was laughing watching this. I love Zahirah. I love drag.
Yes. So, okay, with all of that knowledge, I have a bit of a different opinion because it's not as much of a phenomenon here. I don't think. Brandon, I'm going to ask your opinion here as well as the other American here because I don't see it, but I'm also not as big in the drag scene directly. So I don't think it's as much of a phenomenon. I see it a little bit like on the apps every once in a while, but I don't think it's as big of a phenomenon here. So with that being said, I watched this and my jaw was just slack the entire, like I was just like, just confusion. So ultimately, I was confused, bewildered, but I love it for Zahirah. You know, it certainly was a risk. It was way out of anything I would have ever expected from Zahirah, and for that, I was quite pleased. And that is kind of what my big takeaway from it. Because I expected a dance track from Zahirah, and to not get that and to get this kind of like camp performance, I'm thrilled, to be honest with you. I wouldn't have had it in my top 5, but it was nice for the style of performance she was giving.
Okay, so I'm kind of familiar with this, like medium, but I'm not as too familiar as because like the amount of drag I've consumed, like this is one that I'm not as familiar with, but like I recognize it in some type of way, but I can't really like get my tongue on it, like because seeing the I'll say model, I'm not sure if it's like the right term for it.
He's a pit crew member.
Oh, pit crew. So like it kind of reminded me of Ingrid Michaelson's Girls Chase Boys Chase Girls in some type of way. So that's where I got it at. I mean, when I watched it, I was like very intrigued. Like I liked it, but was I impressed? Not really. Like I liked it a lot, but I wasn't like in the point where I'm just like I wasn't sure if I enjoyed this as much as I thought it was gonna be, but it was good. So, but again, a nice risk that did kind of pay off for her. So
I know of this phenomenon. I haven't been massively in touch with it, but I've heard of it and know of it. I love this idea for a talent show. I don't think it kind of worked with like the RuRuvision Song Contest idea. Also, I love this look on Zahirah. This full purple gown is stunning. Great idea. I don't think it had the greatest execution, and it is a very big risk. And I think she is a bit lucky that it wasn't an elimination episode. That's where I'm going to put my 2 cents out.
okay.
Your 2 piece and a biscuit.
Mm-hmm.
Fair. Hi, Mother Melinda. Hi, Bonnie.
This was stagnant for me. I think she made a choice to obviously do the live vocal and to do something that was a bit more serious, I think, in tone, and she wanted to kind of show off vocals, and obviously she was saying how she'd lost her voice, which was unfortunate, but I think it lacked the whimsy you need on Drag Race UK. And I think she has so much going for her in terms of her drag personality and the memification of herself and all of the things she did when she was on Canada, that there was a lot of opportunity for her to come out and do something like kind of Sminty did, where you reference yourself, and she could have done a whole song about the gratitude and the meltdown and whatever, and the Vivienne Westwood inspired. I think that would have been a better choice. Unfortunately, it didn't pay off, I think, for her this week, but I'm excited to see what else she brings later on in the competition. Hopefully we get more of the Melinda that everyone kind of fell in love with online.
Yeah, I agree. The actual vocal itself, for the most part, was not that bad, all things considered. Like it was solid. The last note was not great. She said it herself in Untucked. I won't, go on further about it. I was a little surprised by the choice of the song and the live vocal. I did know she could sing. So it didn't come out of left field for me personally. That's also just because I know her. So I think this also plays into maybe the theory that they did know it was a Eurovision based challenge, and maybe that's why she went this direction. I'm not quite sure. It was a bit of a left field situation. I'm very thankful it was a non-elimination. I do think, unfortunately, Melinda would have been in the bottom, and I wouldn't have wanted to see her go home this soon. But I will say this dress is absolutely stunning on her. The turno sleeve on this is stunning. This color on her is absolutely gorgeous. This is one of my favorite things I've ever seen Melinda wear on Drag Race, and I just want to throw that out there because she looks fucking beautiful. But yeah, I kind of wish if she had gone this kind of ballad direction, I wish she had gone a referential ballad, like done something like with gratitude, like a ballad about like talking about like gratitude or something. Like the ballad was lovely, all things considered, but you know, I do wish it was a bit more referential to her if that's the direction she was going to go.
I like when I saw her do live vocals, I was like, oh, okay. Which I mean, nothing against it, obviously. So, good on her. I mean, it was unfortunate that like when we found out that she was losing her voice, like obviously the performance wasn't as strong, but you can tell that she was still trying. So that was like the one thing. Yeah. No, yeah. This dress is beautiful. And beautiful gowns. Yeah. I was pleased to hear the live vocals because I was like, okay, we were kind of expecting it like one or the other, so I'm kind of glad. So
this is a cute idea. Here's the thing, if she did know it was for Ruru doing a Eurovision idea, doing a ballad is a good idea for Eurovision, but we've seen a lot of queens do a more slower ballad for a talent show. The big one that always comes to mind is Eureka on All Stars 6, when she did that ballad and had the projections on the dress. I feel like it needed something more like that. And then also with her vocals not being as strong, unfortunately, this wasn't a incredible performance from Melinda. To quote a very shady Sminty Drop in Confessionals, some of us were made to lip sync.
Can I also say, I think it's really, really camp. I've just only noticed it there, that she's wearing a clear nail glove instead of just wearing nails. I think that's the definition of camp.
In only the way that Melinda does.
It doesn't even go all the way. It literally stops here, and then there's. I think that's so camp.
And that's probably why she's got the 2 bracelets on.
Yeah, no, that's exactly why.
Honestly, yeah. I love it.
She's giving very Dolly Parton. Love that.
It kind of matches. It kind of matches the netting on her leggings a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit.
Hand gloves, hand tights.
Hand tights.
Do you wash your hand tights?
Do you want to cover up the wrinkles on your old man hands? Try Melinda Verga's hand tights. Have you got liver spots? Discoloration, rosacea on your knuckles? Melinda Verga's hand tights are the answer for you.
Only 5 payments of $33.33.
That's Canadian
available
dollars,
now.
it's fine.
If you did a product challenge, Bonnie, you would have won already.
Right. Where's the product placement branding challenge for Bonnie Ann Clyde?
I think there's a lot of challenges I could have won.
Agreed.
A roast included. Anyway.
And we were robbed of it. Anyway.
Yes, we were.
The Only Naomy, aka Miss Only. Bonnie.
Oh, it's my turn. Sorry. I loved. This was so funny to me. I love there's something about Drag Race and like a fashion queen doing a fashion song, you know, and then it changing up. I think this had like it was very referential to all other ones in the past. Like with the wig coming off was very Naomi Smalls with the baldness of it all.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on with the bald cap and the little swirl in the front. I don't know if she had a microphone in the top. She probably had a microphone. I don't know, but the only thing that I wrote down that they mentioned in the show was they kind of lacked a little bit of finesse. I think the choreography and the walking back and forth and stuff. I think she kind of a bit like Bambi on ice at times. But I laughed out loud a few times, especially the baby oil line. I thought that was so funny at the end.
I'm so happy for her. I loved this. I love this so much. The slow degradation from model to baby was quite fun. You know, it's so dumb and it's so Naomi and it just worked. Like it's one of those dumb concepts that when done perfectly just works. And it just worked. Like it was very well thought out, and just worked. I do agree. I wish, that first stumble, that wasn't planned, baby. At least if it was planned, you could have pulled it off a little bit better to make it seem like it was a bit better executed stumbling. But otherwise, the entire situation was so fun. Blonde Pretty Stupid has been just ringing in my head ever since, and it's quite delightful. So I applaud you, Miss Naomi. Good job, my dear.
Yep, Blonde Pretty Stupid. Love it. Love it. I was very happy to see this. Like, originally, I did not watch Germany for the first time, but I know. And sue me if you'd like.
I might have
I've also
to.
not watched it, so
Y'all are missing out on a top 10 season of Drag Race. I'm telling you all, like, y'all are missing out.
Internationals.
Y'all are missing out on genuinely some of the best lip syncs of all time. Like, including Naomi's only lip sync. Like, it's her
The
and
only
Tessa
Naomi's
Testicle.
only lip sync.
The only Naomi's only lip sync, and it's against Tessa Testicle to Holding On for a Hero.
I think I've seen it.
It is absolutely remarkable. Like, they both kill it. It is y'all are missing Pandora Knox lip syncing. Y'all are missing Lorelai Rivers, Victoria Shakespeare's, Miss Kelly Hilton.
The finale lip sync to Rise Like a Phoenix by Conchita
Oh my
Wurst.
god. Like, if you have not watched Drag Race Germany, please do yourself a favor, and frankly do the franchise a favor, because we would like a season 2. And go watch Drag Race Germany, please.
Also, Barbie was such a great host as well.
I love Barbie Breakout. Please.
I think at the time I was going through Drag Race fatigue, so like I had to like limit how much I watched. So Germany was not.
You're still not going through
it. Well, yes, but
the fact that Drag Race Germany is the only regular season to have 2 queens with 4 bottom placements each.
It's quite fun.
Anyways, no, this was great. I kind of knew what Naomi was capable of because like I've seen the Instagram, so like I knew everything. So, but this, like, you can tell when RuPaul is laughing up a storm, it's gonna be good. So, and it was like going from like the start to end of her number just showed that like she knew exactly what she was doing, and it was great. I mean, I'm glad this is like my introduction to Naomi, so I'm glad. So yeah, I'll watch Germany once things kind of calm down. So,
and I thank you.
Thank you here as well. I love this performance. It was so cute. It was so camp. It was a great reintroduction to Naomi, and it's also a great way to introduce yourself to the world as being blonde, pretty, and stupid. Like that, the wig coming off just reminded me of Mami Wata's talent show on All Stars, being like, "I want this dress short and red, short red wig."
Yep,
that's what it gave. It also did give a little bit of milk. Walking with fashion. Touch the fashion,
change your life.
Touch the fashion.
I can't hear you. Touch the fashion, change your life.
It gave a little bit of that, but I love this performance. Great deserved high placement. Really well done, Naomi.
Period. Mariah Balenciaga,
aka Mariah Paris, aka Mariah Successful,
aka Mariah 3.0, aka Mariah. Bonnie, what'd you think?
Miss Mother Earth over here.
That part.
Yeah, I love her little set piece. I love that she brought foliage to Drag Race UK and talked about. Was this an environmental piece?
I think it was like it was very Mother Earth. It was like protect the earth, environmentalism.
All the chakras were aligned. Yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines. I tried to listen to what the actual the words she was saying. Unfortunately, her track was very audio heavy. I don't know, and that's weird for the BBC because BBC tracks are usually like softened almost. So it was quite loud. So I couldn't hear exactly what she was saying.
Yeah, I had the subtitles on when I watched it because I liked to just so I
Mhm.
couldn't get everything. But yeah, I thought this was good. I thought it was it would be one of those talent shows that I think would get you through. It, you know what I kind of reminded me of, like a song version of Mayhem's talent show.
We my friends and I watching said the exact same thing. Like, this is what Mayhem was trying to do.
Yeah,
But dance.
She's kind of like Beyonce, but if Beyonce was like against climate change, I don't know. That's
Sure. Yeah.
I think this was a good, safe performance.
Yeah, I was hoping, because Mariah still has one of my favorite talent show performances of all time from her All Stars 5 talent performance that I still think should have won, but that's a conversation for another day. I was hoping that this would have the same kind of impact for me, and it definitely had impact. I just think there were other people that were a bit more impactful, unfortunately, for me. I do think Mariah looks great. I love this garment. I love the reveal that happened. It was simple, but very clean. Quite a clean, very well done performance. No notes, to be honest. I just think there were other performances that were just a bit more dynamic on the night.
Yeah, like you said, no notes. One thing I will bring up, I mean, throughout the entire performance is just how, like, you can tell she's like into it.
Oh yeah.
And that was very similar to our All Stars 5 talent show. Like, I think she kind of wanted to do a little similar to that, like that inspirational type, impactful type of like song. So I mean, it worked. Very safe. But I really liked it a lot. So
I like this from Mariah. I love this look. I love having the pit crew members there draped in black and with these masks on. It really helped elevate what she was trying to say with this all, like, Mother Earth, protect the Earth type thing. It was very cute. It's just compared to her All Stars 5 talent show, unfortunately this wasn't as strong, and it is quite difficult, especially if you do have a talent show or if you've done specific challenges that you've done very well in the past. Everyone will always compare it to what you've done to what you're doing now, so it does suck with comparison. Unfortunately, I do prefer her All Stars 5 talent show, but this was really good. It was a very safe performance. Good job.
Period. Sminty. Funny.
I loved this so much. I thought this was like, I think it was, I don't know if it was a Kate that said it or something, like how you take the one thing about your season that was really stand out and you spin it into gold.
Yep.
And like she took the thing that like people remember her for the most and made it into a really like catchy song. It was really, really funny, especially for someone who again is like, I think on her original season branded herself as like the cunty fashion girl, like very like model-esque and very serious, but then actually is very, very funny. I love the whole setup. Yeah, I thought I wrote down funny as fuck.
I agree completely. My favorite part is when she's like, when RuPaul's looking old and tired, just oh my god, she's looking at me, just twerk. Oh my god, you're so beautiful. Just like I really just, I've said it several times in this episode, but she's grown so much. I love to see it because I really, really enjoy Sminty as an artist. The look is so sickening too. I love this. This rooted blonde wig on her is so good. Like, I hope this is a new, standard for her as far as wigs are concerned, because it just looks so sickening on her. The whole setup was so beyond good. I'm so happy for her. I am so beyond happy for her.
Yeah, I was so happy. Like taking a reference that she's known for and then just take it. Bless you.
Bless you.
Just taking it to another level. I mean, when we compare, like you can tell that she's very like in her element, and I love how like she uses swerk instead of just like sad twerk. So like instead of sad twerk, swerk. Love it. I especially love this setup too. Like, can we just talk about this setup? Because this pink couch, I kind of want that.
We love a chaise.
Yes.
Chairs lounge.
Oh,
Cheers. Love it.
this was really, really good. Great as Kate and also Bonnie mentioned, taking one memorable thing and spinning it into gold. And boy, has she. Great performance, hilarious. I love the fact that she's also wearing, I think it might be the same dress or it might be a slightly different version of the same dress she got eliminated in. Her pulling out the little chunk of hair was really cute. And then also speaking on the phone to someone, but not having a phone, but instead just having a black pump. Work, Diva.
Love it.
Great.
Not allowed to have your phone on set. Just have a black pump.
It's the small details here that I'm like, okay, ma'am, you paid attention to your first time, and Sminty's not here to play, and I am really happy to see it. Minty Fresh.
From Sminty to Minty.
Period. Bonnie, are you going to Planet Fresh?
It depends how much the tickets cost.
Right.
No, I really like this. I thought this was another one that was very kind of Eurovision. I thought, it would work. I could see it. I feel like this is like Slovenia's entry or something like that. I don't know.
one of the no, genuinely though, you're on it. Like one of those smaller, like Slovenia, Croatia.
They love a mirrored dress.
Even made like I could even see like Albania maybe throwing this in. Like something along those lines. Totally. Very
like spacey. Like I really liked it. I thought this kind of like Gawdland's. Kind of like Fontana's. I thought the song was really, really strong. And I really like the lasers, her production, and I wrote down, "Come on, lightsaber."
Yes.
Also, her makeup is stunning.
She is just absolutely stunning. I'm so happy to see Minty back in the competition. She is gorge. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it as well. The song was very, very well done. I think there's a universe she could have been in the top. I think for me, the big situation here is the actual performance felt just a tad lower energy than some of the other top placing performers. I kind of wish for me at least, she was at like 80%. And I kind of wish she was at that 90, 100. Like, I don't know necessarily what it was. It might have just been my viewing as a TV viewer. She was another one I felt just a twinge of nerves from. And she does have nerve. But I felt a little bit of that come through. She's got big shoes to fill here. Coming after Morena. So there may have been a little bit of that there. I do have full faith she's going to settle into the competition. But this was a solid performance nonetheless. And we know Minty to fully deliver on that.
Yeah, you can tell in the first picture in this, like she was a little timid, but it didn't really translate as much. Now, my biggest concern actually with how her nerves shone was when it started going dark and she was doing the whole smoke and the lasers. I was worried because like you can barely see her when it was dark, because like for a moment I thought the smoke was gonna help her like show where like all the lights were gonna be, but you couldn't even see her. It's probably the lighting with the stage, but what can you do about it? But no, it was pretty solid. Like this was giving Eurovision in a way. And like when you said like Slovenia, Croatia, Albania, I'm like, yeah, I did see that in a way. So, but I love this dress. Like, if this were the Mirror runway, like, I would love to see that.
Right.
Or the Glass Heart runway on Brazil 2.
Yes.
Ooh, yes.
Great performance from Minty. I may be buying a ticket to Planet Fresh. Maybe, we'll see. I really like this performance. She does again have big shoes to fill coming after Morena, and then also being the fact that she won her talent show on Philippines as well. But I think she did a really good job. There was a bit of nerves. And then my biggest problem was, of course, the fog and the lasers. But apart from that, a really solid performance, a probable 6th or 7th place in this talent show. A great job nonetheless.
The problem is no one flopped.
Exactly.
Like no one truly flopped. Melinda wasn't the best, but no one flopped. Like that's the problem. So
Bye, flop.
Kate, Miss Butch.
Oh, Miss Butch. I wrote down that's how you do it live. I think she's like, it just shows in this how much of a professional that she is, and how talented she is. Like, it just not only being able to execute the jokes really well, but obviously like she's definitely written this herself, and like just being able to stand up there and do it so perfectly, and there was no slip ups, and it was so fast. There's loads to remember, and you've got RuPaul. Like, I know what it's like to stand up there by yourself and do a talent, and like it is a little bit of a blackout moment, to be honest. You just have to get on with it. So, but you have to have obviously the talent behind you to do it, and she clearly does. Like she knows exactly what she's doing, and yeah, good for her. She's one to watch.
100%. 100%. I imagine standing up there and realizing you've written this whole thing, and then realizing you get to say to Loreen, insert name of guest judge, you seem like a dream. Like, imagine saying that to Loreen of all people. Like,
no, insert like guest judge name, you seem like a dream,
right? Like that. Imagine like, and imagine it being Loreen. Like, no, this was so smart. It was brilliant. Kate's a force to be reckoned with in this competition, and we just saw why. And I'm quite delighted to see what she's gonna bring for the rest of this season, because I'm pretty sure we're going to see her here for the rest of the season, unless she has another makeover challenge slip up.
On that note, I think I have to go to bed now. So good night, everyone.
Oh, yes.
Thank
Good
you
night.
so much. Thank you.
Bye.
I'm back.
Hey. Welcome back. We've made some decisions. Bonnie, you're safe.
Thank you so much.
Your yellow bird was cheap. Your Les Miserables was miserable.
Oh my god. Oh no, yeah. Kate did such an amazing job. Like some elements, even though it didn't sound like it, but it did. Like some of the spoken word elements in here just was perfection. One nitpick, and I just noticed it. What are these shoes?
I was about to bring them up as well.
What shoe is she wearing?
It's like a leopard.
She's wearing
print
a leopard print platform shoe.
Okay.
With this outfit, I was like, choices. So
I was about to bring that up as well.
When has Kate ever been known for her fashion?
Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we will.
Yes. Before this
Because
moment.
maybe it's
before
this,
this,
yeah.
Before Runway, when has Kate ever been known for her fashion?
Well, she should have been in the top for the UK 5 Design Challenge, but that's a different story.
Mm.
Allegedly.
No, but anyways, like she just exude everything that was this piece. So just props to you, girl. Like this was great. I loved it.
I'm not going to be biased, even though I am definitely biased. But I could have definitely seen this in the top 2 with either Fontana or Gawdland. But she was a very close third for me, especially including her runway. This is just such a Kate performance. After seeing so many of her performances that she's done, this is just such one of her things that she does. Also, just basically almost making I'll almost commit to doing a lot better and focusing on my drag a lot more. Almost making I'll commit suicide if I don't do well, and then just saying this, and then just being like, shit. It's just really high, down. I love her so much. She did so well in this performance.
The pacing was phenomenal in this. Like it's just
And then just her at the end just saying, how do I get down from here?
So funny.
It's so good. And what better way to end than an orgasm, everyone?
Guys, this was just, I just wrote down this was bonkers.
Welcome to Serena Morena.
Her body looks incredible, actually. Now I'm looking at it in the picture. I'm not too distracted, but yeah, it was bonkers. It was funny. I really liked it. I love the mom don't come in. It was quite funny. I think if I had to nitpick or anything, I would just say maybe it was a little one note for when she got on the bed. It kind of was the same performance for the 30 seconds or whatever it was. But I think the pillow in the way and stuff. There was enough of is she really doing what she's doing? Before I realized that she was being electrocuted by her own dildo. And I don't know, you didn't really see it too well, but I did notice at the end her hair did light up, which was cool. She had lights in her hair. So well done, Serena.
Yeah, every time the lights went out, the wig lit up, which I think was a really good trick. I wish it translated better onto the stage. But I do appreciate having that little gag. I think her comedy is so good. That I appreciate all the little moments that she built into the performance. The look is really great. I do agree with you, Bonnie. I think the biggest difficulty here is that it was a little one note. I wanted a bit more sensuality, actually. I wanted her to get a little bit more into it. I could feel her nerves. And by the end of the performance, cue the photo on the left here that we're looking at, you could tell she really started getting into it and she started feeling comfortable, because when she it felt like and it feels like she is someone that once the audience starts reacting to what she's doing, she can get into it. And I felt that energy as well, and I was quite happy to see it. So by the end, great performance. It just took a little bit to get her there, pun intended. And getting electrocuted by a dildo is not too bad of an experience, I guess. So props to you, mama. Good on you.
The stupidity of just this number alone was just too hilarious. Especially in the end, it was like, Mom, don't come in. I'm like, I'm just like, who comes? Like, I'm so happy she came up with this. I was like, okay, who would have thought that having experience of this would be on television like this? especially in a talent show medium. So, no, yeah, like it was so smart to when he having the electrocution and then just having everything light up behind her in that type of way. Like, I'm not sure whose idea was that, but it was still pretty good. When I saw the bed, I was like, yeah, I know where this is going. And no, yeah, I did agree with you. It was a little bit one note. But once it got to the last couple of seconds, it got there. So
Serena knew what she was doing. Here's the thing. This is a performance that Ru would have laughed at, and I feel like planning
And
this,
did.
she knew. Yes, exactly. Serena knew, if I can do this performance and make Ru laugh, then at least I know I'll be safe. And it was a bit static on the bed. I feel like she could have done a bit more, and I do understand that it was a bit one note, but I really loved it. I feel like she was a really strong 6th or 7th, along with Minty as well. I feel like those two, if they could have made it into the top if you wanted to, but great performance. And what a weird way to end this talent show.
Definitely. Well, that's that for the RuRuvision Song Contest. Stop voting now. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, we'll talk about the runway looks obviously in full over on Look Over Here, so make sure to go check that out. But starting with Bonnie, give me your top 3 runway looks from this week, and just a little bit about what you loved from this runway.
I would say my top look was Gawdland.
Yes.
I thought that was incredibly well done, and it mixed a lot of fashion but campery, and it was just very high drag. I also really love Sminty because while it wasn't super intricate, compared to Gawdland's, it didn't have as many elements to it, but it was so well crafted and fit her perfectly. I don't know who made it, but I have a feeling I know who made it based on the fit of the corset and everything, because I feel like it's someone that I worked with on my season. So I'll need to double check because they're Manchester based. It would make sense if they made it. I'm gonna I don't want to say it because I don't want to look like an idiot later. And then as a last one, I would probably either have to give it to Kate or Fontana, just because I liked Fontana's look. I thought it was cute. I love ABBA, but I thought Kate's was such a step up from her original runways, which made it a nice standout, I think. So those are my top 3/4.
Sounds good. RuPert?
My top 3, I've got the Only Naomy, because that look, doing this brown cathedral and having the 2 spires of the cathedral almost be shoulder pieces were incredible. Another one that I have Fontana, because I love ABBA. I love the giant silver crown spinning around. I feel like it was such a great thing to do for Sweden. So it's a great performance. And then my favorite look of the week was, not being biased, Kate Butch, because the one thing I love the fact is that every single queen showed a look that they were proud of from their country. And the fact that Kate chose doing these dirty flags and showing that you can still be proud of your country, but there is shame in being proud of it, or realizing that everyone has blood on their hands, and UK and Britain has a lot of blood on their hands. A lot of blood. Because British Empire once ruled quarter of the world, and that was definitely not 3-piece. But it's just doing that compared to all of these other looks stood out so much. And also I love Kate Butch, so
what? I would have never guessed.
Sink found in bathroom.
Toast found in toaster. Right.
Not the toaster.
Toast found in toaster. Brandon, what about you?
No, yeah, I have to agree with Kate Butch because like the way that she explained it is like, yes. The fact and Vivienne Westwood inspired, I was like, oh, okay.
Inspired.
Yes. No, yeah, like the fact that the flags were very muted for the right reason of the way that she explained it, just like yes. Gawdland, like tom yum soup, come on. And with the added lobster was a nice touch. And then my third, actually, and I really enjoyed when she came out, Serena.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because like when I saw like her looks so fun, so colorful, so everything, I'm just like, yes. Honorable mention is Zahirah because I was like, oh yes. Because like that bronze of it all just was a nice touch.
Totally. Yeah, I would say I think everyone looked really great. I thought this was a really strong premiere runway. I would say three of my big standouts. I really loved Naomi's. The 3D printed cathedral I thought was really cool. It was very different from what I've seen for Naomi, so I really appreciated that. And then kind of along those same lines, someone that did something really really different and surprising for me was Mariah. I really loved what Mariah did. From her promo to this runway, I'm really quite pleasantly surprised by what Mariah is bringing for this season of Versus the World. It's quite delightful to see. I'm really happy with Mariah taking some risks here, and I really enjoyed her interpretation of the Black Cowboy here. And then my third, so many people did so well this week. I'm gonna shout out Zahirah. Actually, I really loved what Zahirah did as well. Bella walked here, so Zahirah could also do a Big Ben look. Love you, Bella. But I thought Zahira's interpretation was so fun, so intricate, and I'm excited to talk about all the details over on Look Over Here as well. But yeah, so those are just three of my absolute favorites because I thought this runway was sickening, just really great. But yes, we get the judging. Judging comes down. We'll talk about that here in a minute. And we get our Untucked situation where there's a little bit of drama briefly, just ever so briefly, between Zahirah and Naomi, because Zahirah seems to think that she should have been in the top and is confused about where Naomi stands. And I'm like, okay, Zahirah, sure. We love a delusional queen. Somebody's got to do it. Most of them do it, but someone's got to be the one to say it. Sure. Go off, girl. And that's that on the matter.
I'm just a bit I'm just a bit nervous for Zahirah and specifically Zahira's edit, because she did come off very quite delusional, and then also she was just being quite shady. And so if there is strategic things in the future, pissing off some people may not give her the biggest advantage, we shall say.
I give props to Zahirah for kind of speaking her mind in Untucked, because I feel like you kind of don't want to, especially when you're there, you don't want to go against the judges' critiques almost and think that because you thought something wasn't as good as they thought it was, that you like can't say anything about it now. So I'm kind of glad that she is like in her truth about, because we all see the performances live, we see what happens, and then when someone gets more praise than you think they should, it can be really frustrating in the moment. Especially like she pointed out Naomi's kind of finesse and the number and how it was a little bit sloppy, and then to see that kind of get rewarded, I guess, is like it's probably annoying for her, because they did do similar numbers, but they did like comedy numbers, and I think she's probably just a bit iffed that she didn't get the praise, and rightly so. You know, you want to be on that stage, especially for All Stars. You want to be on that stage in front of Ru. You want to be getting critiqued. You want to be high, and you want to be seen as a threat as well.
And it's now 2 premiere talent shows in a row where Zahirah hasn't performed as well as she's wanted to. So I can definitely see that, you know, getting in her head immediately, not, you know, performing to the caliber. Like she came in immediately and she was like, I'm here, I'm reinvented, and I'm ready to win. And to not perform as well again, and to see, and to your point, to see someone doing something similar and succeeding, it can definitely be a little like, what do you mean okay. Yeah.
And then also you want to make, and also all those 5 queens who have gotten critique, they've got that little boost of ego. They're probably feeling a bit more confident going into the next few weeks, being like, okay, Ru likes me, Ru knows what I can do, and Ru is excited to see more. And so that might be something, especially because Zahirah's only ever received negative critiques from the judges. It is a bit, I can see where she's coming from, that she is a bit annoyed, and then sometimes being blunt can be good, but then sometimes it can work against you. We'll just have to wait and see.
And you can also tell with some of the queens who were like happy just to be safe, like Minty being one of them, and Melinda, because Melinda like was like scared because like she could have been in the bottom. And then like, and hearing Minty saying that I'm just glad to be safe, like power to her, because because like when she won her talent show, like she had something to live up to. So I think in that moment she's like, she's glad to be safe there. So
certainly.
I wouldn't want to be happy. I wouldn't want to be happy to be safe. I think if I was in that scenario, I would be annoyed if I was safe as well. I think if you want to come back to All Stars and you want to be in the top, like you want to be one of those girls in the top every week. That's so I think the girls that are saying they're happy to be safe, I think they're just saying that. I feel like considering how determined this whole cast is, they all seem really determined to win and prove themselves. I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to throw a fit the first episode, but I think Zahirah was the realest of them all in that moment.
I think that's fair. I think the only time I would be happy to be safe is like first elimination. Like I just don't want to be the first one out. You know what I mean? Like that's the only time where I'm like, as long as I'm getting through the first elimination, I'm good. And then after that, okay. Like now I need to start getting in the top. I need to start, you know, getting my stuff together. But as long as I'm not the first, like, and it's not a horrible thing to be the first out. We've seen Lemon was the first out on UK versus the World, and she went on to win. Like anything is possible. But like for me personally, I think that would do devastating things to my ego. So, but yeah.
And then we end this Untucked with a great quote. Kate looks great, so truly anything can happen.
Indeed. Indeed and indubitably. Indeed. But yes, let's talk about our results here and the lip sync and get this over with. No, I'm kidding. Our top 5: Kate, Sminty, Gawdland, Fontana, and Naomi. Agreed. Yeah. I don't know that I would have swapped anybody out, to be honest with you.
Yeah, personally, I agreed with this.
Yeah. And our top 2: Fontana and Gawdland.
Yes.
And in the grand tradition of UK versus the world, 2 international queens once again being in the top for the premiere with non-US or UK queens. 3 seasons in a row.
And an Asian queen in the top 2 every single premiere episode of UK versus the World.
Yeah. Jimbo and Pangina. Marina and La Grande Dame. And then Fontana and Gawdland.
It was almost a European queen and an Asian queen, but Jimbo had to mess that up. Anyway, no. Thanks, Jimbo. But anyway, we get Fontana and Gawdland, and of course, they're lip syncing to Tattoo because of course they are.
It's such an iconic song.
So iconic. The cut of this version of Tattoo was quite weird. I have to be honest. It was quite a weird mix. But still, who cares? It was a great lip sync. They both killed it. But Fontana knows how to lip sync to Loreen songs. I'm sorry. Like, she just knows how to lip sync to Loreen songs. I think Gotti did such a phenomenal job here. For a song that I think is really outside of her wheelhouse. I would not put this as a song I think she would ever normally perform. So props to her. Fontana killed this. Like, this was her moment. This was her situation, and loved it. Loved every single bit of this lip sync. She slayed it.
Also, the contrasting colors with one of them in red, one of them in blue, and then also Gawdland being the second queen on UK versus the World to be a tie queen with streamers.
Period.
Shout out to Pangina Heels to also have streamers, to also pull out streamers in a lip sync.
Period.
We love streamers. We love Twitch.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, yeah, like there are different dynamics with how they did this lip sync. Like, obviously, you know, Fontana was in her element because obviously in front of Loreen, like, come on. And then Gotti just was able to, like you said, Logan, like, not a song in her wheelhouse, but she still held her own and did an amazing job.
Like, she embraced so much of Loreen's like inner sensuality. And like when she did all that floor work at the front of the stage, I was just like, girl, what? Like,
Yeah.
hello. Yes. Come on now. Like, and they both had those moments of like embracing their inner Loreen almost. And it like, and Loreen's just sitting there just like, like with her long ass nails where she can't wipe her ass, like just like yes, it's yes, and she's just living her best life, and I love it for her. And they're all just it was so good.
I was gonna say I think Gawdland did like a better job, I think, of embodying the song almost, because she did a lot more floor work that was reminiscent of the Tattoo performance. And I know it's kind of it's not an instant win or whatever if you do if you kind of copy the choreography or whatever. She did her own thing, but I think Fontana gave a bit more, I don't know, a bit more dynamic performance, I guess. So either way, I think either of them could have been justifiably the winner, to be honest. Had they said Gawdland had won, I would have been like, yeah, sure, that makes sense.
I think it was honestly like 55-45 for me. Honestly, like it was a pretty close battle. It was another really strong lip sync to start the season. And if this is the quality of lip syncing we're getting this season, I'm excited.
I think it might be.
These are all...
We'll see when Kit gets in the top. We'll see how we get on.
Well, yes. I was gonna say we've got a lot of really, really strong lip sync performers and Kate Butch on this season. So, you know, anything is
not too much. Not too much. She is a good lip syncer.
She's gonna mince her way to a badge. Don't worry.
She's not as bad as some people.
Who?
Me.
No.
No.
No. We're not saying that here. But the winner of the first gold repeater badge is Fontana. Yes.
All gold. All gold.
All gold. Period.
Gold.
Yes, ma'am.
Repeater badge.
Gold. Period.
Gold.
Mother. Well done. Loves it. And
you know what? I think the competition's really starting to heat up.
Honestly, you guys, I think the competition's starting to heat up. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the first lip sync.
Oh my god, it's the first lip sync and it's done. We're gonna do a very quick draft update because honestly, most of it is pretty bog standard. So here's the fun situation. Misha currently at 7 points. Lana currently at 7 points. Jonathan currently at 7 points. Brandon, guess what? You have 7.5 points. And I'm currently in the lead at 8 points, because the really funny thing about this draft is we all had one person in the top 5. It was really funny. I looked at the top 5 and then I looked at the draft and said, oh, we literally all have a top 5 queen and a safe queen, and then laughed a little bit. And then when Fontana won, I was like, oh, I'm in the lead by 0.5 point. And I'll take it. So thank you, Fontana.
And I'll take my lone second place right now.
Period. So I'm very excited for next week, though. It is a design challenge based on a past look of yours, but there's a twist. And I think I'm the artist formerly known as Sasha Bell, and I've cracked the code.
I think I know what the twist is as well.
I think I feel like I know what they're going to do as well.
I feel like it's a rather obvious twist.
That's what I'm saying.
You ain't getting your own look.
And I feel like most people are going to want, because most of them are like okay looks, and then you have like Mariah's All Stars 5 finale gown.
Nobody's going to want Zahirah's.
Nobody's going to want that white.
Which
that
one's
white
Zahirah's?
It was the new
pirate
Romantics
look.
one. It was the new Romantics, which is like the giant white. Yes.
Okay.
And then I think everyone is going to want Mariah's All Stars 5 gown, because it's her finale gown.
But also Kristen McManamy.
Yes. Recurring guest judge who we adore.
Mother 8.
Yeah. So we've got
An old friend. I knew you when you were nothing.
Yeah. So we've got Kate's leopard print situation.
The Schneid Twain.
Sminty's, I think, design challenge.
No, that's Sminty's signature drag look.
Oh, Mariah's finale look, Melinda's red look. I don't even remember what that's from. Zahirah.
Here Comes the Bridesmaid.
Thank you. Zahira's New Romantics, Kate's
Shania Twain.
leopard print. That one. I don't remember what the category was for Fontana's.
Poppy Longstocking. It was the stockings runway.
Thank you, Drag Race Encyclopedia.
You're
Serena's it was the Night of a Thousands, but I don't remember who it was.
I can't remember either.
Naomi's
finale gown.
Finale. One of Gawdland's, I don't remember.
I can't
and one
remember
of
which one.
Minty's, and I don't remember. So,
I can't remember which one was. I can't remember Gawdland's and Minty's, but I know.
Whatever it is, I can't wait to see how this turns out, because it's going to be a mess. So, with all of that, with all of that being said, Bonnie, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. I'm slowly but surely falling asleep. It's good.
I know.
It's past 4 a.m. now, and I'm like,
I know. That's why I was like, let's wrap this up, because we kept you much longer than I told you we were going to. So, but thank you nonetheless for being here with us. Please at this time, plug anything you would like to plug.
Oh, absolutely. My boyfriend's name is Jason.
Great.
No. So anyone who's based in the UK, the entire cast of Series 7 is going on tour for the first time since season 4. So you can get your tickets at kikitours.com or kikitours. It's all on my Instagram. And we're hitting about 6 or 7 stops in the UK. The entire cast is going to be there. It's hosted by Davina De Campo. And then other than that, just keep an eye out for where I'm going to be over the next few months, and there's hopefully a few gigs that'll be for. But the main thing is come to the tour, support the girls, because we have kind of organized this ourselves off the back of wanting to do it. So let's make it worth it.
Please go support the tour. As someone that can't go to the tour, go support the tour. Please go support the girl. I
need to book my tickets, but I will.
I love you. Yeah, I love you and the entire cast of season 7. So send them all of our love whenever you can. Tell them all we want them all on the pod. soon. So any and all of them, we want all of them on. But yes, thank you, my love. We're so happy to have you, and you're welcome back anytime. So anytime you want to gab some more, hopefully not at 2 a.m. next time. And even if it is, cool. But with all that being said, thank you all for joining us for this premiere recap for UK versus the World Season 3. Let us know all your thoughts down in the comments below. And extra special announcement for people that stayed until the end of this video. Starting with the first eliminated queen, when we get it, we will be doing exit interviews for this season of UK versus the World. Very, very excited. So as soon as there is an eliminated queen, we will be talking to eliminated queens every week. So stay tuned for that. Thank you, World of Wonder again, and thank you to the BBC for allowing us to do it again. We are so beyond excited to be talking to this cast as well. Oh my God, icons everywhere. I'm gagged and gooped. So we're very excited to be doing that. But yes, in the meantime, make sure to check out everything we're doing here and across all of the CUP network. All of our links for that will be in the description below. Make sure to go follow, tip, and support Bonnie and all of the queens of Series 7 of Drag Race UK, because they are all absolutely delightful and just the absolute best. There's the Instagram right there, and it will be in the description of the video as well. So make sure to go check that out as well. Also, make sure to go get your CUP merch also at lanagcreations.etsy.com. And with all that being said, y'all, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers, bitches. Bye.
Cheers.